If you want to see massive greens for game week 29, you want to rise in ranks, this video is for you. Don't skip it, but go through. Let's see some things or some keys you could unlock to have your teams climb the ranks this game week. But before we do get into it, I would like you to kindly hit that subscribe button, let's grow this channel together. So as I mentioned, game week 29 is almost upon us, so you'd want to really consider upgrading your team, getting the right players, making sure your differentials are right, and of course making sure your captaincy choice is one of the best. So before we do get into it, I would like us to look at the fixtures. So it's starting, it's coming very early. So that is a midweek game. So we have Bournemouth, they take on Brentford. We have Burnley, Everton. We have Leeds, Sunderland. We have Wolves, Liverpool. Then on Wednesday we have Aston Villa, Chelsea. We have Brighton against Arsenal. We have Fulham, West Ham, City, Nottingham Forest. We have Newcastle, Manchester United, and we end the round with Spurs. They take on Crystal Palace. So you want to get some very good players from some of these fixtures. Everton have proved themselves that they are very determined. So against this Burnley side that are struggling, why not go for some Everton players, and they are going to really help you. So you could consider the likes of Dewsbury Hall. You could consider Indaya from Everton as well. These players would give you good returns for the game week. Brentford, Bournemouth have a very dicey game. It could go either ways, but you could still have one or two players from there. It's going to be a 50-50 match, but it won't really hurt to have a player from there as a differential. Liverpool take on this Wolves side. They struggled against them the last time out. I'm sure they've learned their lessons. They are in good form. They want to continue, make sure they don't drop out of the title race. So most definitely you want to consider some Liverpool players. Virgil van Dijk seems to be in very good attacking, providing some good attacking returns, so you want to consider him as well from this fixture. Liverpool take on Aston Villa. Chelsea have their issues. Aston Villa are still trying to put things together. Even though they are in good form, there have been some few up and down. So most definitely you could go for one player from this fixture. It won't, as a differential, as a very bold differential, it won't really hurt. Of course, you can't do without your Arsenal players, Gabriel, Timber. You could easily have any of them, and you should be good to go. Then we also have Fulham, West Ham. Fulham are taking on this West Ham side that are struggling. So most definitely you want to go for. You want to consider the likes of Wilson. You want to consider some other Fulham players, and you should also be good to go. City too as well. You could consider. And we have Manchester United taking on Newcastle at home. So that this match could be very tricky, because Newcastle are very difficult to play at home. But nevertheless, you can still go for a player from this fixture. You expect that even though it's going to be very physical, if there's to be any set piece, you would have Bruno Fernandes behind the ball to most definitely give you some good returns. So why not go for him as well? So those are some players that you could consider for your team. So you'll be looking at Virgil van Dijk, you'll be looking at Thiago Wilson, you could also be looking at Higo, you'll be looking at Dango, all good players for your game week. They would really help you out, as I mentioned. So you want to look at them, get them into your team. We'll go into the team review and we'll show you how things are looking. So when it comes to the most selected, you have Haaland leading the charts. You have Semenyo, Joao Pedro, Gabriel. So some of these players I would have to make their way out of your team. If you are not really too sure of Chelsea, you could take Joao Pedro out and get in the likes of Bruno Fernandes. You could get Thiago as a good differentials. The ownership for Virgil van Dijk is also increasing, so you could also get him. So for the game week, if you look at some of the transfers, you realize that Higo is leading the charts. Most managers are bringing him back. Virgil van Dijk as well, as I mentioned, Wilson, Semenyo, so Szoboszlai, Sesko. A good number of players are being brought back by most managers, because the fixtures look good, the belief is high. So you'd also want to consider that when it comes to ownership and points provided. So that will be a very good one too for you. Then let's go into the team review. So I made some few changes for the team review. yet to use my chips. Still considering, so Haaland on the bench, Hill on the bench, Rondon on the bench. So my starting, I'm going with a 3-5-2. O'Reilly, I have Timber, I have Virgil van Dijk, I have Mbuebo, Semenyo, Wilson Rogers, Dewsbury Hall. Then for attacking, I have Higo and Thiago. So I'm giving the captaincy to Semenyo. So hopefully they can run riots against Nottingham Forest. So let's see how that goes. But if you want captaincy choices for the game week, you should consider Semenyo as one of your choices. Also consider Wilson from Fulham as another good choice, and you should be good to go. And if you want a differential, most definitely consider an Everton player as they take on Burnley at home. So Dewsbury Hall could be a very good option for differential for you as well. And consider Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United as a very good option. Even though they face Newcastle at home, you expect him to be behind the ball when it comes to set pieces, and hopefully you should be good to go. So this is how Gameweek 29 is looking. It's coming in very fast, so you should be very quick to get your team done. This is Inside FPL. We are out.